Welcome to Valley Home Vibes, the podcast that's all about the sizzling hot real estate market right here in the Valley of the Sun. I'm your host, GT Campanile, joined by co-hosts Kevin Price and Lauren Abitbol. We're thrilled to have you join us today as we delve deep into the captivating world of real estate right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, we're discussing how to navigate the market shifts in real estate. As you remember from the end of our first season, last month we discussed the predictions for 2024. This time we're going to piggyback on that and let you know some of the market analysis that's come out for this year, and then how you're going to navigate that as a buyer or seller in real estate. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Kevin, you're our resident real estate guru. Last episode, you did mention some of those future trends for 2024 and what to look out for. Maybe just recap quickly, just the top one, and then how would that impact buying and selling decisions?
Yeah, I get that. So right now we're middle of January and everybody's going to be getting into the springtime, the mind frame of selling and moving around the April and May time. So with that being said, that's going to increase inventory. And as long as the interest rates continue to stay low, then we're going to have a little bit more competition. There will be a little bit better deals on actually both sides of the transactions. On some sides, the sellers are going to be able to come out a little bit better. On some sides, the buyers are going to be able to come out on top a little bit more. At the end of the day, either way, both sides will be happy. I really just think with the way things are going right now, it's going to be very exciting. Lots of stuff is going to start happening in the next few months, especially February. People are really going to get started into the process. It takes 30, 45, 60 days. And then we see that result in the April and May timeframe. I really think that things are going to pick up. I'm excited for it. And I'm eager to see how all this shakes out to begin the summer.
So one thing I see is maybe even a paradox, even if you will, but something we might have to flesh out is Realtor.com. They're predicting a 4.4% year over year sales growth in the Phoenix Metro for 2024. But they're expecting a 4.3% drop in year over year price growth. So as we see, we're going to see sales increase and we're going to see prices go down. So I guess that would make sense from an economics point of view. But once again, those interest rates, they're still somewhat elevated right now. And there is still a lot of demand sitting on the sidelines who you would think keeping those prices up, right? So what do you see going on there with this whole thing of sales are going to be going up, prices going down? Is that in line with just normal market dynamics?
Yeah, as we've been around, every market is different. Last year was unlike any other that we've seen. But the way I see things happening is that it's going to increase the competition. So we may get into a time frame or a situation where there are multiple offers again, and people are going higher than the asking price. But there also may be those individuals who need to leave. So they're just going to take the first price that they're provided. And maybe they do drop it a little bit below just to get that quick sale to move on out and whatever their situation is to have them achieve their goals and what they have going on in their life.
That makes sense because I've already been talking to quite a few folks already just here in the Valley. And what they're saying is there's already properties that are getting multiple bids. And in some cases, they're asking it's either at price or even over. So I know in a couple properties, they mentioned that they had between 20 and 30 bids on a single property. So we're already there because a lot of this data is trailing, right? It isn't, you see some predictive data, but it's all trailing data. So we're seeing it after the fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Because people may be waiting for interest rates to drop, but generally when interest rates drop, then home prices go up. So you may be saving on interest rate, but you're buying at a higher rate. But that could work out if you're a seller. You may want to wait just a little bit for the prices to get a little higher and then take advantage of right at that peak. So it's really a balancing act. For buyers, I would suggest getting in earlier. And that way you take advantage before interest rates drop. And then you have a whole bunch of multiple offer situations because you don't want to be fighting with 10, 15 people on every property you like. Get in there, find the one that you like. You may not love it, but it'll work. And you can always move again. You're not stuck in that house for the rest of your life. So buyers, I would suggest go ahead and get in there.
So here's some more numbers for you. The Mortgage Bankers Association said that this could be the bottom, right, for basically mortgage applications. So it's been super tepid in terms of mortgage applications. And so they're predicting total mortgage application volume will increase from the 1.64 trillion volume we had for 2023, increasing to 1.95 trillion for 2024. They think we will hit those numbers if our rates drift towards 6%. So this is going to be a year where I think we're turning the corner and we're going to get back to what you would call at least a normal market, right? So I predict that jumping in now is good. And if you are waiting for Phoenix to maybe come down quite a bit, you might be waiting forever because job growth is still strong. And you have a lot of these semiconductor companies coming online and bringing people, not just from, say, major universities across the nation that's tech focused, like there's gonna be a lot of Silicon Valley people coming in, but they're bringing them from Taiwan because that's where kind of most of the semiconductor gurus are, right? The professionals that know how to build these facilities. It's going to remain strong for the foreseeable future. And I know that Phoenix has hit traditionally been a feast or famine economy. We may have reached a point to where we're seeing stability in the Phoenix economy to where it's going to have moderate increases year over year from here on out for probably a long time.
Yeah, I agree with you. And to piggyback off that is when these big warehouses and companies come in, there's going to be all the secondary job opportunities as well. You're going to need some entertainment, maybe some restaurants, gas stations. So there's going to be other opportunities for employment for people to further bring into the Phoenix area. And going off of being the bottom, last year we had the sales year to date was 68,067 transactions. And in 2022, we had 81,007. So that's roughly 13,000 fewer transactions. People have been able to adjust to a slightly higher interest rate. They're getting used to more of an expensive time frame. So I really that this year is just I think it's going to go pretty quick. I think it's going to be a very interesting year and almost hang on for the ride. I think it's going to be a great one. I'm really excited for it.
Yep. I think it is going to be an interesting ride. Yeah. Lauren, did you have something you want to add?
I think that's great. There's a lot of growth that thing happening. Did you all hear about the new Mattel, new ride or new hotel that's going to have all these pools and beautiful place somewhere in Glendale, I think.
And you're right. We're finally getting some amenities, right? And I think that's also going to add, at least to families, spending a little more money in the economy, which should keep obviously things going just as strong.
Going to be pretty cool.
All right. That's a wrap, folks. If you have any questions about buying or selling your home in today's Phoenix market, please feel free to reach out to us. If you have mortgage or insurance questions, you can all use the links below to reach out to us. Lastly, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe. This is GT signing up from Valley Home Vibes.
Thank you.
Thanks.